and you just go at it. Like, you shoot up the entire Gotham City. And it was so awesome. Like, I was just like completely insane about it. And they of course ended it once the game ended in 2014. But they ended it on the PlayStation 2014. However, it was free, part of the Xbox Live Games with Gold program in July 2014. The Gotham City Imposters remains, playable via a PC stream to this day. Yeah. And my cat's trying to go at the wires. So anyway, I had to send a photo to you because it was really such a cool thing, and my cat's messing with the wires again. Is Lilo asleep again or something? Is that why you're bored? So, I wish they'd bring it back. I wish they would, like, I mean, since due to, like, the popularity of, like, Fortnite and stuff, like, why not have a, why not have a Batman DC type Fortnite type of game? Let me stop. Anyway. Yeah, it was insane how the Fortnite, like, shut down. I'd never seen so many grown adults go crazy over a video game shutting down. But that kid was funny in that video where that kid was just like pissed about Fortnite shutting down. Anyway, Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne is confirmed for the CW's Crisis on Infinite Earths. I am happy. I am so happy over it. It makes me wish that they could actually bring him in to do the show. I kind of knew they were going to sort of like somehow incorporate Burton's Batman into this, because when you watch Birds of Prey, the TV show, they hinted at it. They had a strong hint that this was set in the Burton Batman universe. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to finally sort of, I think in a way, give closure to the Birds of Prey show. Because it ended sadly. It finally was getting started to go, then it just sort of poof, ended. So, I gotta read this one article. This is about Freddie Prinze Jr., who apparently can't shut the fuck up about anything. Now, this rant, I have to say it has to sort of come out and in a way be insulting. I have to make it insulting to him. You're a dude who was a teen heartthrob in the 90s. And people don't care about you anymore. You're only memorable for two things. 3. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scooby-Doo, and being the son of a comedic actor Freddie Prinze Sr., who is probably more likable than you are as a person. And here's the thing. You're just probably bitter and pissed that your wife was more popular than you are. Because she was in a show that has a cult following, and you really didn't do shit. Except do really bad romance films. Your last film that you did, Jack and Jill vs. the World, was the most boring 90s cliche of a film that people didn't even give a shit about reviewing it. But I'll review it quickly. It fucking sucked. Your film sucked. Your acting sucked. You are so basic, you're predictable about what's going to happen to your character at the end. The only films that you were ever good in was in Scooby-Doo. Because you're basically playing yourself, an egotistical douchebag. Even though Fred nowadays in cartoons are more likable than you are. And the thing is, you're telling dissatisfied Star Wars fans that they're just mad because the franchise isn't aging with them. Let me tell you, your career itself isn't aging well either. People don't like Star Wars anymore is because it is boring. It is all about cash grab. There isn't anything memorable about it. The only thing that's memorable is how bad it is. And I'm a Star Wars fan, but I don't buy any of the Star Wars shit anymore because I don't like it. It's basically what it is. If I don't like something, I don't buy it. I didn't like what Tom King was doing with Batman for a while, and guess what? Many people weren't happy either, and guess what? The sales and all that fell. And guess what? He's making it better because he knows he's leaving. So when you come around saying like fans are just mad because it isn't aging with them, look at yourself in the mirror and look at your career 20 years ago. Guess what? It didn't age well either. So that's my rant. Anyway, I want to talk about the DC Extended Universe films. There's been a lot of things that I thought about with the DC films. And let me tell you, when you kind of insult a lot of people about Harley Quinn films and that, you kind of you get a lot of people kind of getting mad about what you're saying. So, for those who know, I am a huge comic book fan. I love DC Comics. I love comic book films, but it's pretty bad that films today aren't what you want anymore. And, well, my cat did the Batman disappearance. She was behind me, all of a sudden turned around and poof, she's gone. So, I look at the films in the DC Extended Universe. I am really not happy with it. Because here's the three films that are basically coming out. I mean, we had the brilliant Joker and Shazam and Aquaman and that. We got Birds of Prey with Harley Quinn. I'm not seeing that film. And we got Wonder Woman. Then we got Suicide Squad. there's been a lot of things that I haven't been really happy with. Is that how is DC Comics films supposed to compete with Marvel films if they're not being made on a regular basis anymore? I have been so aggravated with it because in my mind I'm just thinking like I can do it better than these people. Planning things out apparently is one of the things that DC lacks. They lack planning things out. So, I'm going to do something that's called how I would have done it. So, imagine in a far Elseworlds universe, I'm in charge of the DC films. The first thing I would have done is plan out the first character's universe in this huge DC universe. First off, I wouldn't call it the DC Extended Universe or the DCEU because it sounds stupid. It sounds more like the DC European Union. European Union's not that great. That's why I live in America. So, anyway, I would plan the Batman universe. In this universe, you would have it already existing. The viewers just happen to catch up with Batman. In this film, the Batman, he would deal with Penguin and Two-Face. So in this one, it would be sort of like a bit of Arkham where Batman's caught in a gang war between Two-Face and Penguin. And he's trying to figure out who caused this gang war, and surprise, at the end it's Joker. So this Gotham is such a darker, gritty existence that it's considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world. So in this film, you sort of get to meet all the rest of the Rogues Gallery. The Mr. Freeze, the Black Mask. Wish they could have done it better. I don't know how the hell they get Ewan McGregor to do it, but... So, my cat's attacking a wire. Anyway. And you got Catwoman who appears in the film who's enjoying the gang war because between it she gets to steal the best stuff that both sides have. Which I really like that. That'd be a great touch to the film. So, in this film, Batman, of course, encounters the Joker, who is... In this story, he's sort of been around Gotham. He knows what the ins and outs of Gotham is like. He did everything he did. He did everything he started with these two. With the Joker and with Penguin and Two-Face, so he can watch Batman. Study Batman and find ways to defeat him. So in this one we have, at the end, Clark Kent makes a cameo, which sort of sets up the Superman films and all that. And also plan the next film. So after that Batman film, it'd be Catwoman, then Batman Hush. Because in Catwoman, Batman shows up, does his cameos and leaves, and right at the end credits, there's a man with bandages on his head watching Batman and Catwoman do their chase, which leads into Batman Hush. So, one thing I always wanted to see in this extended universe was the Batman films and stuff.